Hi guys, and welcome to another Witch's Boudoir / Zandra Sparks makeup tutorial and design, and I'm continuing with the new design, which is the Serrahera symbols, which are the traditional Italian magic symbols. So yeah, that is what I'm working with at the moment. I'm starting with the cardinal points, and if you haven't already seen it, I did start this on Tuesday, and I did the Guardian of the North, that symbol, and today I'm going to be doing Guardian of the East, which is again a very similar design. It's quite simple to create, but it is quite asymmetrical and almost technic looking, like almost robotic. So yeah, it's very simple, but it's quite intriguing. I am also going to be playing around with some new eyeshadows. I did have a little play with these yesterday off camera, and this is the MUA Makeup eyeshadow palette, which is Cosmic Vixen, and there's obviously 15 shades, and they are just amazingly fun to play with. There's some amazing shades here. As you can see, there's some glitters, and I have used a few of these to basically create a look yesterday, but I'm going to create a look today using these, obviously on camera. Also, I'm going to be using a little bit of a different concealer, but not for under my eye. That's going to be also part of the eyeshadow design. So yeah. I have primed my face already. I've used my MUA primer that is my standard at the moment, and I will just start by putting on my foundation. So yeah, as you guys normally have got used to me not doing my foundation on camera, yeah, the reason I'm doing like the whole makeup tutorial with doing my foundation on camera again is because one or two people have been asking me, like, why don't you do your foundation on camera anymore? You know, why don't you like show us how you do your foundation? Purely one of the reasons was it saved time on like filming. It also meant that I could like spend a little bit more time like on the design. So yeah, I just, at the moment, time is an issue for me. Not so much because, you know, I've got a lot going on, but because I've got a lot of videos that I want to get done so soon and then ready for like publicating, it's a little bit tricky to find time to actually film. So yeah, I tend to like film a load of videos on one day and then upload them like a few days later. So yeah, basically today I'm just gonna do the whole look on one camera session. So yeah. And as you can tell, I use a blending sponge for my foundation. I just find it gives a better coverage. It just kind of evens out a lot easier. And as you know, I use the Revolution Fast Base foundation stick in the shade F4, which is like, again, my standard foundation. I do have other foundations that I use occasionally, but generally depending on what look I'm going for, depends on what foundation I'm doing. So yeah, there we go. Foundation on. And although this looks like it's slightly not on properly, it's actually because I have a slight dimple here. My chin is a slightly weird shape. So yeah, that is my foundation on. And obviously I will be using my normal under eye concealer, which is the Revolution Conceal and Define. I don't draw like massive patches. I literally just dot it on my under eye, and then using the point of my blender sponge, just dab it on and then blend it in with the foundation. I just find it gives A better coverage, and B, just works better. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, that is my look look pretty much done. So as always, I will be starting with eyeshadow, as I'm using eyeshadow for this look. Normally I would do like the waterline, the lash line, then the design, but as I'm using a eyeshadow for this look, I will be creating a look with that. So yeah. The first colour I'm probably going to use is probably this kind of really nice sort of plummy shade just here. I was going to do a design using this colour, but it is quite dark and it does kind of, it goes on, but it does make my eyes look like I've been punched in the face. I did post up a picture to a friend of mine. I only did one side of my face with eyeshadow, and she said, yeah, your eye looks like you've been punched in the face. So I'll be using this plummy shade to start as a base. So yeah, that will be my base colour. I will say that this makeup palette, having used it last night and today, it's a very nice collection of colours. It is a very nice, like, not just a collection of colours, it's a nice sort of blendable palette, so you can work with it quite easily. So yeah. I would say, you know, you can use these eyeshadows on their own or you can blend them together. You can also add other eyeshadow palettes with this palette. So yeah, it does work really well. I will say that the colours themselves, you know, you get a good shade, a good collection of mattes. You also get a good collection of glitters. I will say that some of the glitters are a little bit too glittery for my personal liking, but that's just me. Sometimes I like a really defined eyeshadow, so yeah. So yeah, that is the eyeshadow base. Next I'm going to be using a different colour. Although I would normally recommend to actually change your brush, all I'm literally doing is cleaning my brush from this one colour. So yeah, the next colour I'm probably going to go with is probably a paler colour. Actually, I'm probably going to go with this really pretty pink colour here. But firstly, before I do that, I'm going to use this concealer just to kind of create a sort of more depth colour. So yeah, I'm literally going to take my finger, get some product on my finger, and then literally place it where I want to create a cut of colour. And this is where it gets a little bit problematic, because normally I would use a brush to do this. Yeah, today I'm just using my finger. And what I tend to do is I kind of pat the product in, so it's lighter, but not too light. It also gives me something to work with. So yeah, as you can tell, that's my basic cut crease. Obviously I do have products on the way so I can do it a bit better. So yeah, but excuse me. As I was saying, I'm going to be using this kind of really nice bright pink colour, just to kind of give a bit of pop to my eyes. So yeah. And just kind of dab it in. And then just kind of blend the two colours together. So yeah, as you can see, it's still darker this side and then a lot brighter here. But there's a nice sort of blend. So yeah. So yeah, still darker this side, blended, and then brighter this side. So yeah, I think this side's a little bit paler. So yeah, that is the look for today on eyeshadow. So yeah, I've basically used this middle one here as the base and this one as an accent colour. So next I will be using my standard collection kohl pencil just to do my waterline, and then I will get started on the symbol. So yeah, that is my waterline done, and my lash line I'll be using the Make Me Up liquid liner. Taken to using this because it's a nicer brush. It's a lot smoother, a lot softer, and I just find it applies really quickly and nicely. So that's one lash line done. And I've made this side a slight wing because this side's going to have the design. So yeah, the design itself is very, very simple. All you need to do is create 3 dots. One here, one slightly lower here, and one online with the first one. And then if I just put some more product on this, very gently create a loop between the first and third dots, like so. And then with the third dot, create a dot that goes underneath here, like so, and then draw a line between the two. Okay, so that is the design itself. What I will be doing is making these dots a little bit more defined. So like so. So that is literally the symbol. So you create two dots that are on the same level and one in the middle and then another that's parallel underneath. You create a loop between the first and third dot and then straight down. To finish this look, I will be using my Punk Volumizing Mascara by Dossier. I'll deal with that in a minute. Okay, so that is the eyelashes finished. Next I'll be using, I'm not using a highlighter today, but I will be using my blusher, which is my Benefit California blusher. And this is like my standard blusher. It's just a blusher I really, really like. So, yeah. It gives a nice soft glow to the cheeks, which is a colour that I just really, really like. And please excuse me losing my voice, I am coming down with yet another cold. Next I will be using the W7 Forever Red lipstick. This is a colour I haven't used for a little while, but I think with this eyeshadow it will look quite nice. So yeah, there you have it. That is today's design look. As I said, it is a very simple design. It's almost very robotic or technic. So yeah, it's very quick to create and it's very fun. Hopefully you like the eyeshadow look and the lipstick. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel on YouTube by clicking the subscribe button, and don't forget to like and comment on the videos. I shall see you all on Sunday, which will be a review on all the products I have bought over the past month. So yeah, I shall see you all on Sunday. Bye!